That's the boot. Reasonably large, and you can fold the seats down. Quad tail pipes, real ones, not the fake pipes. Hi, this is Bobby from Evo, and this is the Subaru WRX, and it's raining. So this has a 2-liter direct injection turbocharged boxer engine, and it makes 250-60ish. I mean, you check the specs online. It's powerful, 350 Newton meters of torque, and like all Subarus, it comes with the Symmetrical all-wheel drive system. And how is it like to drive? Now, I used to have a Subaru. It's a 2003 Subaru Legacy, and I love that car. I love it. It's no frills, you know. That car is very lightweight, has tons of traction, and gives me a lot of confidence. I mean, this kind of condition, or heavier rain, higher speeds. And that car has very little noise insulation, which contributes to the lightweight part, which I like. And I always thought, wow, how nice if someone would have made something like that car, but in a more modern way, with paddle shifters. And there you go, Subaru made one. And they literally did not redesign anything. This dashboard looks like something out of a early 2000 car. The layouts were identical, and you have an old school tuned-in player. You have paddle shifters, and it's quite uncomfortable. It's very bumpy, and you get wind noise, road noise, and the cabin was doing this perpetually. And I like it. You know, it's not like all the new cars that they all behave the same. Quiet cabin, you're insulated from everything, every single element. No, it's not like that. It's as if Subaru, they're like, nah, we're not gonna do that. Keep the car lightweight, and we'll made it to a CVT gearbox. Oh, by the way, this is the most interesting CVT gearbox I've ever driven on, because it downshifts like that immediately, upshifts like that. There are virtual ratios, 8 of them, 8 virtual ratios. So it's actually a CVT, but it doesn't behave like one in whatsoever manner. It's only when it comes to a full stop, and if you do a full kick down, you can't escape the CVT-ness of it, you know. You just rubber band the gearbox and power will come later. But when you're on the move, it's actually quite a fast gearbox. It's interesting. Well, I'll show it later, but when you downshift, it will just pull on the gear in a more extreme manner than most cars do. So there are a plethora of buttons on the steering, but everything is very logical, very easy to use. I like the chunky steering, flat bottom, you need that. And this is spray painted almost, but anyway, it looks good. And well, it's like my old car. It's bumpy, which for Subaru fans, they'll be very familiar with it. They'll like it even. But if you're in the market, if you have 230,000 and you're in the market, open choices, this has got to be your last ever choice. I mean, if you're not a Subaru fan, you can go and buy the Bmw X1, which they dropped the price to 228 anyway, and or you can wait for the new Audi A4, which is a brilliant car. Okay, basically, if you're in the market with that sort of money, open choices, you will not want this car. But you're a JDM guy, you want to mod your tuning player with some big Alpine or Pioneer full screen stuff, you know, they fold out, eats DVDs. The car's nanny won't tell you, oh, you're on the move, you shouldn't watch DVD. Bullshit. You know, you don't want all those bullshit. This is perfect because it's separated. The in-car systems and the entertainment system is separated, so you won't affect the car in whatsoever way. You would just plug this thing out and mod whatever you like. It has a very nice traditional handbrake. A lot of people, they got all hoo-ha over electronic parking brakes, which I hate. And I love this. Come on, J-turn, J-turn. You can still do J-turns. We need some fun, right? And what else? I mean, the whole car is just old school. It's just old school. Handling is classic Subaru. Not a lot of feel, but come on, man. Malaysian style. Not a lot of feel, but it's weightier now. They made it heavy, weighty. Now I really want to talk about the turbo part. Okay, it's very interesting because unlike any modern cars where they try to mask the fact that the car is turbocharged, so it gives those will give you a very linear feel. Like when you accelerate, the car will go faster, decelerate. This car doesn't behave like that. When you accelerate past a certain threshold, the turbo will come and your car will keep accelerating regardless whether you continue depressing the throttle or not. And I'm not talking about half throttle or more. If that is the spectrum, it's about that. And the turbo will come and it's as if you strap a rocket behind, small one, and it keeps boosting until it runs out of it. It's very interesting. It doesn't, the sensation of the building up of speed doesn't correlate in any way with regards to how I depress my throttle. So that's the fun part. Well, brakes are good. The car is huge. Front passenger, rear passenger, you get lots of headroom, lots of knee room, and the boot is big. It's a big car. It's a big car, but it's very, very well styled. It's beautiful even. I would say it's a very, very good looking car. From the rear quarters, it has the classic Bmw Proportions and E90. It looks more like an E90 than an F30, I would say. But this car is big. When it's parked next to my Audi, it's one size larger. It is one size larger than my Audi. Oh, why is someone coming out from where I should go in? Anyway, yeah, it's powerful, classic Subaru, good looks, and you can expect Subaru levels of classic reliability. And return car, medium.
Media.
Yeah.
Mileage?
Huh?
Mileage.
Mileage. Wait. 016696. 6696. It's a fun car, but it's so uncomfortable that I only drove it to and back. It's in my condo throughout the weekend. Sorry to say this, but it's fun. Can it be an everyday car? Of course it can, if you are a Subaru fan and you're used to this. But if you are interested and you are curious about this car, when you come for a test drive, do not drive slow. Drive fast, be aggressive with the pedals, and you'll see what I mean. This bugger of a CVT gearbox it has a lot of talents hidden inside, but it just doesn't show. This bugger will drag gears, man. and I like it that way. It's very raw, and aside from that, it's classic Subaru interior. Nothing luxurious about it, and the rev counters and the engine temperature gauge, fuel gauge, is almost unreadable at first glance, and it has a lot of quirks. But I like his old school approach. Everything is outside. It's just that at 230,000, it'll be a hard time for Subaru to sell. I mean, any number of them. If they're able to bring the price down to about 180, then I can see people picking it up, you know, tarting up the car, change whatever suspension they like, change whatever sound system they like, and fiddle with the car, add a wing, you know, splitters, everything, HID, whatever. Yeah. So it's not your typical luxurious 230,000 German sports sedan competition. There's nothing luxurious about it, but what you know is that you're getting a lovely boxer engine and that symmetrical all-wheel drive system. Yeah. See you.